Pie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem. Pie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
And there were giants in the earth in those ancient days, and also after that. And the giants made entertainment, and came in to the daughters of men, with their unholy bridling veil. And they bound their meat with mutual licensity. And as I stood on the land, I saw a beast rise up, coming from the calmer sea, which had 7 heads and 10 horns. The dragon wanted the value of the king's eternal lineage of life's seed, and all the fruit it could be leveraged to bear. Draco from calmer sea of El creates system for trapping all of land containing beasts of fur and meat, having sensors, census spies, surveillance, survey agents in their field office. The head Draco received a forward report of no record of the queen being educated. Having access to advanced tactile knowledge, the Draco did capitalize. While shopping in the square, the queen was confronted by the reptilian with his application pledge contract in his hand. Knowing the queen was disadvantaged, not well endowed, not well schooled, the Draco depraved the queen's naivety and lacking by lie and deception confidence game, gave misleading interpretations of words, used gold infringement and illusions of grandeur to seduce the queen, and trick her into induction of her and the king's children by place setting and fictioning their names on his papers and sealing it in red with her autograph. The Draco returned to his lawyer, with the queen's pledged donation, the evidence of husband betrayal, defame of the king. When the Draco returned the statement of origin, name evidence to the Most High's record archive, the ill of him were furious. It was a great debate, an uproar in the heavens, the clashing of the titans. The Draco made a mariner's wager, a Pascal wager, with his consorts, that in front of God's record view, he could make a monkey out of the king, destroy his name's reputation, and take his kingdom. The Draco had fixed and secured value in God, the Most High's records, with effective force, legal standing, rights, for a 21-year lien, debenture obligation, leverage right of the king's children's warship control. The Draco's security agreement allowed him non-parental consensual access to the royal children to be educated and brainwashed for their service and servitude of his wager performance on their day of test, 21st birthday. The 21-year period of induction was the time of silence. The coming of majority age provided the king's children release opportunity to earn God's trust and to reclaim their parents' kingdom or demonstrate inferiority, unworthiness of God's trust. Mere hazardous monkeys with stooping heads, for own safety remained subjugated, held harmless from warship access, until later when competency past time could be proven, tested, weighed, and measured. God agreed, and the wager odds were set and fixed, gave the devils their 21 years to educate, induce the king's children, prepare them for failure, then bring them forward for confirmation. The question, will they believe in Jesus, the Christ of nature's God? They are testable. We shall see. The standing of the record shall tell. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he carries and takes his standings at times of challenge and controversy. The Queen pretended to read and understand the Draco's unilateral contract. By her own ignorance and incompetency, she steered off course, betrayed her merger-marriage agreement of equity by acting outside her husband's knowledge or approval, binding his name and subjecting his kingdom to captive liability. Cause of Queen making public contracts outside of private covenant with husband made under God's trust. Disobeyment of duties to maintain worship. They failed to maintain God's commandments of covenant, Eden garden, guardian privacy, private property status, by operating only under covenants and not written public contracts. They were ushered out. They had placed themselves into Draco two-dimensional statue world record status, retaining their three-dimensional substance body control. The parents never asked the question, and they had never sought the answer. They had been tricked and deceived into enter-attainment. They attempted to cover up their pledge of sin by hiding it in silence. They were given induction of basic knowledge, ability to read and comprehend, so they could receive potent knowledge of God's powerful words. The book was placed within their possession. Yet they wrote us off as children and pledged us to the statues of reptilian Baal for illusion of grandeur, false benefits, and false toxic knowledge education. We have consumed from the tree of knowledge instead of receiving from the tree of life. Participation, practicing in the evils of monkey inferiority has but only one requirement: tacit acceptance by acquiescence of silence. No objection, no resonative sign of life given. It just requires good men engage no action. Simply do nothing.
Fader ore, þóði jöfunum, síðan naman jálgott, du bekomme din rydse, både din villa, och neordan, swa och jöfunum. Ordne je dig om nichen lav sulunus to dig, and for you for svore jultas, swa for you vathurum jultendum. And neje lathos en kostnunge, akalusus og uvele, solice.
We gardena in dagum theo kunninga thrumju thrunon, húta eðlingas ellen fremmedon. Oft sylskiving skedorna 13 måniga mejhum, modo settla of tear, för det äras. Sedan det sved färsäft funnen. Hej dess frågor jag bad, works under volknum, worth myndum thach, of that him I which that umsittendra, overrondrada huransolum. Gomban gilden, that was god koning. Hem ever wax efter Kenneth Young in Jardum, och när God sände folket och frågade, fyren därifrån ged, det här drugen, aldoljassa, lange hvile. Him thärs livfrä, wulder swellend, world are for years, Beowulf was brevle, blad, weed, sprang, skildeshevere, skedelandum in.